All right, let's go back and do a session, another quick session, and then we'll go and do something with Dorado. You remember where your boundary was? I'm just going to zoom out, re-establish that. If you want to walk in to your threshold. It's interesting, you blocked his comeback. I take that, Greg.
That's quite a big movement there.
It was a very significant block. Yep. Yeah, that's the pony we want, isn't it?
The pony we want while we're buying size. What do you think, Lee? Was that for me or something else?
I think that was reacting to the bull.
That's what I thought.
I'd just wait for more relax. I'd take that change of weight on the back hindquarter, Greg, and come out.
He got into a relaxed mode then, not a mode to push me out.
That's right. It was a totally... I'd agree.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's relaxing now, and this is what happens with cat.
They get to the point where they don't push you out, they accept you and relax?
Correct. So what Greg's saying is, in cat, they obviously get to the point where they don't push you out and they accept you, and actually, this is the amazing thing. None of the scientists understand why the switchover behaviour happens, Greg. But and you can see it happening in his brain here, that suddenly the object they feared, their emotions switch in their brain, or their cognitive powers switch, and actually like the thing they were afraid of. This is the key. So we are getting switchover, and I think it's more subtle with horses. We're watching it very subtly. With the dogs, it's more obvious because they're more into interacting with humans. So let's go in again, Greg. I've just got the video on him. I would too, because that...
I'm not sure on whether that was I'm uncomfortable or comfortable you being in my space type thing.
I took it as comfortable because he took the weight up from the front to reposition his balancing at the back and then cock the back leg. So I didn't see any other fear signs popping out.
There's still a relaxed nose in the hind. You can see now he's dropped his, you can see a car coming, he's dropped his heel.
What Greg's just observing is as the car's gone by, he dropped his heel and now he's into his relaxed mode. And I think this is certainly the start of switchover behaviour when eventually it'll come to you. We mightn't have time to get there today, but the important thing is you've done cat.
Yeah. Try that threshold again.
Yep.
There you go, he's worn me out. You gave a head shake.
Yep, and you took that and... And this is the whole power of cat. He learns he can control you. And that's the key to him overcoming his fear.
Right.
If he can control you, then I'm not afraid of it.
Sure.
And then we're moving him to the progression. Oh, okay, I like Greg. I can trust Greg.
Yeah.
Greg's a nice man. Yep, I'd take that. Yep.
Two warnings there.
Well, then they're not warnings. I'd say that he's learned that if he head bobs...
That I go out. That's
yes,
what I mean. Like,
yeah.
When I mean warning, I mean shake out of my circle.
Yes, he's saying, okay, if I give that relaxed signal, he'll leave.
Yeah.
Because obviously we do know that as they drop their head, the more relaxed you can see it now.
That's a huge difference. See how relaxed he was the whole way in?
Absolutely, Greg. No movement as you went in. And I just take that sleepy nodding. Yep.
A bit of a sigh, yeah.
And the nodding of his head as he's...
Yeah. Big difference.
What's fascinating here is anybody not experienced in cat would say, the horse is bored.
Yeah.
The horse is falling asleep.
And I can see how you can see that, for sure.
But it's not. This is what we want.
Yeah. We want the horse to fall asleep.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep, I'd take that one because he moved his head.
Now, if I next time take another half step on that, or you want to leave it at that today?
No, I take another half step. I'm actually thinking if we've got the time, Greg, let's get as close as we can to see if he does do any of the muscle movement that I've been seeing when I get close.
Right.
We'll see, because we're only up to 20 minutes, so we haven't gone too long. So we'll do a couple more then. We'll give him another 1 minute break at that time, and then we'll see how close. Very nice, Greg. No reaction. What did you take?
Bit of a lip movement.
Yep. And the slight eye, and you got a couple actually. You got the eye, the lip movement.
The eyes were shut.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see how he's just pushing his ears back in a relaxed mode there?
Yeah, yeah.
They're just... So what we've gone to now is very micro movements. Very micro movements.
For that reason he's more relaxed.
Yep.
Movements are bigger when he's tense, yeah?
His eyes came back to you, I'd reward that and move out. We'll give him a 1 minute break now, Greg.
Yep.
And I don't know if this theory is right. We haven't done enough of it yet. But
This is where they can send... do they send stuff back and say, I'd try this, try
yes.
that? That's what
Yeah, Jesus will now look at it and say, I'd like you to try this and try that.
Yeah.
But one of the things that you'd have to go back and have a look at all the videos, is do the sort of relaxed signals change as you get closer and he gets more comfortable and is going into switch over mode. Because when we started they were very gross, they were the bigger movements, now they're far more subtle.
Yeah, and that's what you're talking about going back to a micro movement.
Yes.
And to me that's just got to be the fact he's more relaxed.
That's exactly right. And he's saying, okay, you're not fearful, I can relax. But I also think there's another theory that I'm not sure if this is right, but it makes sense to me. As humans, we're not terribly good at picking up the subtle signs from our horses.
Yep.
But in cat, you become very good at it.
Because you're looking for them.
Yes, and you're becoming very good at recognising the small signs. So in horse language, you're becoming a better communicator.
That's right.
Oh, okay, so I can trust him, he's reading me. I don't have to be as loud in my signals. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see cat with other horses, but we all know that the top trainers in the world are very subtle and they only have to slightly move their hands and things like that, and the horse does it. And that's what we're seeing here. You're picking up on the very tiny, tiny movements. What do you reckon?
Oh, for sure. That's one thing I've been doing a lot with my own horses, because I don't, as you know, being under a horse shoeing them, you don't see much sign because you got your head down and you can't see what you're doing. But when I'm training my own horse at home, I'm looking for different movements and whatnot, reactions. Makes a big difference.
And it's so slight with them.
It is, yeah.
It's so slight. You know, most people would miss that muscle movement I was looking for at the chest.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I got it twice.
When you said it, I could imagine it.
Yeah. I haven't seen him do it now, but that's...
you know him too.
Yeah.
You know these little movements he's given, his little muscle flexion or whatever.